Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by, I do appreciate it. Today's beer, continuing on with the Hot Butcher beers. This is their choice stock, and it is a lower version of their IPA. It's a 6.5% alcohol by volume, so they do a lot of 7.5%ers. So this one's just a little bit less alcohol on this one. Very colorful labels that those guys do up there. Got a crate with a couple hop cones on top of it. It's got an eyeball on the side of the crate. So their artwork, I think Dan does most of their artwork there, because his name's on the back of most of their cans. So and this says it was packaged on January 4th of 2021. So very impressive beers coming out of that brewery, guys. I say that over and over and over. Never had a bad beer from that brewery. And this was sent to me by Jeremiah, who's with Hot Butcher. So Jeremiah, thanks a bunch, my brother. It is definitely appreciated. Can't get him here, so I'm glad he's taking me under his wing and sending me some of their awesome beers. And they're up in around the Chicago area. Let's see. On the front of the can, the commercial description on Untapped is exactly what it says. It's a Strata and Nectaron hopped IPA. So, and there's no IBUs and there's no further commercial description. So, let's get it into the glass. You see what we got here. Yep, very cloudy, very hazy, very orange juice looking, if you will. They do this style very well, guys. I mean, just as well as Treehouse and Trillium and Vitamin C and a whole lot of others that are doing this style very, very well. Let's see, about a finger and a half of head on that. And yes, it does look like a glass of orange juice. Not super bright color, but close enough to me. Very cloudy, very hazy. A really good looking beer. To the nose we go. Yes, very citrusy. Maybe a slight hint of some lemon in there. Tropical fruit notes like mango. Very citrusy. Smells awesome. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Cheers Jeremiah and everybody at Hot Butcher for the world. Super smooth. I'm not detecting any alcohol, of course, with the amount of beers that I reviewed over the years, guys. And used to drinking larger ABV beers and stouts. It really has to be a big beer not made very well for me to detect a lot of booze in it anymore. 10, 12 years ago, probably not so much, but it all depends on where your palate is and what you're used to drinking and all that kind of stuff. So that's an awesome smelling beer and a very, very tasty beer. Such a pleasure to review and drink these guys' beers. A lot of people are jealous. You're so lucky, you're so lucky. Yes, I am. And I realize that. I am very, very lucky with the subscribers and the breweries that do send me beers. One lucky guy here. Back end pour going in. Little bit of hot particles floating around in there from that back end pour. Looks like we got it all out of there. Alright guys, it's right out of the fridge. Let's do the deal. We're going to go sip on it, let it come up to room temperature, and we'll come back and do the final grade and chug. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it about an hour now. Very, very tasty beer. Awesome lacing. A nice lower ABV. I mean, 6.5. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's not low." Yeah, compared to what my go-to beer is, it's a little lower than that. But I would buy this beer. It's close enough to my go-to range of 6.5, and tasty enough that I would buy it. So, and that's the biggest recommendation I can give to any beer that I would spend my money on it. So, orange juice in the glass, very citrusy, a little bit of melon, mango, hint of lemon, very nice. Final chug. Got some sediment in the bottom of the glass. We're going to swirl that around so I get all that. Wow. Absolutely delicious, guys. To me, it's a solid A. That's where I'm going to put it. 95 for me. Some people might say, "Oh my God, that's the best thing I ever tasted." I wouldn't argue with that. If they say it's a 10 beer, no argument from this guy. But it's 95 for me because of the lower ABV. Probably not because of the lower ABV, but not quite. A lot of times they'll do beers with 3, 4, 5, 6 different hops, and it just goes all over the board there with peaches and all different kind of aromas and flavors. So this is a 2 hop version, so very tasty to me, guys. Like I said, I would spend my money on it. 95 for me, and I don't think Beer Advocate's got a clue, no. And Untapped says it's 4.2. But I think it's a little tad better than that, but it's a tasty beer. So if you've had choice stock from Hot Butcher for the World, let me know what you think. Should we meet again? Let's go see what's in the fridge.